Hello, great man and great woman. I'm super excited to have you once again. Thank you for stopping by and listening to the series for Christian musicians. Today, I want to speak about the idea of concerts. A lot of these things I say, if you have questions or comment, please reach out to us. We'll give you biblical verse and, really to just elaborate more. Because of time, we're trying to keep this very short. We don't really go much deep into biblical verses and things like that to elaborate, to explain more. But if you need them, we do have them. We'll send them to you. And by God's grace, we'll have a series where we bring music in the Bible so we can speak about this thing. But quickly today, I want to speak about this idea of having concerts. As a Christian musician, a born again Christian musician, we don't do concerts. We don't. That's music industry, that's not music ministry. We don't do those. We don't do concerts. Concerts are terms that we're now borrowing and bringing into the things of God and church. No, we have services. You can call them worship night, praise night, worship meetings, things like that. I know the Holy Spirit is very smart, is very intelligent than I. He will guide you on how to call your event. Your event should not be called concert. And the worst of it is how people now charge. They say if you want a ticket is $300 and VIP at $500 and VVIP $1,000. No. It's the work of God. You don't charge people to come and worship their God. That's not it. And this is something where we need to get it right. If you are called into music ministry, you are a Christian musician. That means first you are a Christian, a child of God that understand things of God, that understand that we don't sell the gospel, that understanding is you are led by the Spirit of God. You don't do things to please people. You don't do things to fit in. Like Romans 12 verse 1 says that from verse 1 down to verse 2, it says we don't conform to the patterns of this world. We don't copy them. We are led by the Spirit of God, and the Spirit of God gives us ideas. The Spirit of God gives us inspirations. The Spirit of God gives us directions, directives, how to do things. So we don't do concert. We do services. We do worship night. We do praise night. We do worship meeting. God will maybe call you to do a healing meeting, a deliverance meeting through music, a deliverance praise through music. So be very careful and please stop charging people. Stop charging people to come and worship God. Stop that. It's not business. It's not, no matter if people in the world are doing it, it's fine. They are in this world. We're not from this world. Even though we're in this world, but we're not from this world. We don't copy them. And you might be asking me, so how am I going to get money? Here's the number one. If God calls you for a mission, God brings you provision. If God gives you a vision, God gives you provision. If God gives you a mission, God gives you also provision. And one of the ways God will send you partners. Pray for them. Take your ideas, speak to people, pray and then speak to people. God will touch the heart. Stop making music all about money. Remember in the first video I spoke about, it's all about God. It's all about God. It's not about money. Stop charging people to come. It's kind of like a preacher before he comes and preach. He say, the people will sit on the first row. You guys got to pay $300. Those who sit on the back, you have to pay $500. VIP must pay $1,000 just to watch me preach. No, it's not about you. It's not about money. It's about Jesus Christ. We're trying to reach out to people. We're trying to win souls. We're trying to see the glory of God. We're calling people to experience the glory of God, the power of God through the Holy Spirit. So stop charging. What if you really want to come and worship, but you do not have the money to buy tickets? So are you telling me you're stopping people because of those tickets? No. Get partners that will support your ministry financially. Pray God will send you them. And also, when people come, you can even have Atiyia such like, excuse me, you can even have Atiyia such like have a offering to help, because I know there are costs that need to be paid. There are lights, there are musicians, there are a lot of things. I know I'm part of that, I understand. But have an offering to support people instead of making tickets. It's not a concert, it's a worship night. It's time where we call people to experience the wonders, the love of God, the forgiveness of God, to win souls. Those nights, people need to experience God, not just dance, 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 and then go back home the same way they came. No. May God help us to understand these things so that the next generation, so that we can do better, so that people after us can do much better. Worship night, not worship concert. Praise night, not praise concert. You can go and ask the Holy Spirit how to name your event. He will tell you. I'm just a human being used by Him to tell you that we need to stop using that term concert, and we need to stop charging people to come and worship their God. Charging people to come and meet Jesus. That's very rude. That's disrespectful. And at the end of the day, God will ask us. We'll be like, oh, we had hundreds and thousands of people in the concert. God's like, no, that was not even a worship night. That was a show. That was entertainment. What were you giving them on stage? You were not giving them Jesus. You were not singing in the Spirit of God. You were acting like the world. You were dressed like the world. We need to be very careful. May God help us. You are still a great man. You're still a great woman. It's time to rise and shine. May God bless you.